Welcome back, chat. I hope you guys are having a good day. I came across this article the other day that I thought was pretty interesting because I didn't know that Xbox was still doing console exclusives. Apparently, console exclusive just means that it's not going to be on PlayStation. It's still going to be on Steam and Epic Store. So it's not completely exclusive, I guess. I shouldn't have been surprised there. But it's called EXOMECHA, and it's looking mighty impressive ahead of its 2026 launch, according to Ben Carey. And I honestly kind of agree. It looks nice. I'll give it that. But the fact that it seems to be completely multiplayer, I think it's entirely multiplayer, makes me worry a little bit. And I don't have an Xbox anyway. I do have Steam. I don't often play Steam games, but if it gets good reviews, I'll definitely be sure to check it out. Let's see what Ben has to say. It says last month we brought news that the Xbox console exclusive EXOMECHA had finally reemerged with a Q1 2026 release date. Now fresh gameplay, courtesy of Xbox Nation, is catching the eye of many followers. As expected, we've thrown the fresh footage above, which we will skim through it a little bit. It's like a 10-minute video. I'm not going to play the whole thing. But, let's see. Honestly, we're getting Crisis, Titanfall, Halo, and even Battlefield vibes. I don't know about that last part. If you don't remember the history behind EXOMECHA, we wouldn't blame you, to be honest. Yeah, this is the first I've heard of it. It was revealed way back in 2020. I don't even remember hearing about it back then. Re-emerging earlier this year. Re-entry onto the scene has brought with it a fresh Kickstarter campaign, which is kind of crazy that it needs a Kickstarter campaign, considering it's being published by Microsoft. Remarkably, the game is apparently being made by just 5 people, which is not that remarkable considering how many people Microsoft laid off. Though I don't know if this team here, Twisted Red, is actually under the Microsoft arm. But if we head over to the wiki here, it says that its publisher is Xbox Game Studios. Which I find interesting because, oops, over here on the, oh boy, now I gotta start the whole video over. I'm not gonna do that. But down here it says that we do not have a publisher that can support to make the game free to play. I guess Xbox spent all of its money buying up studios that it has yet to really do anything with. But yeah, as we see here, it's going to be on Epic Store, Steam, Xbox. EXOMECHA was a truly solo developed game, pretty much the whole content in the first 2 trailers, without any contractors or anything. Currently, we haven't been working on the game as a team of 5 people for a few years, and that's Twisted Red. Online games are very expensive to launch, and I do not have a publisher that can support me to make this game free to play. That's why the game EXOMECHA will be $20 at launch. Hope you guys understand. I kind of don't. I kind of don't understand. Xbox Game Studios can't afford to make the game free to play. Maybe somebody can fill me in the comments below. They also have the same video over here. But let's take a look at the video they have above. So the graphics actually look pretty good, and obviously this is a cutscene, but once you see today they have a few different modes. There's a Battle Royale mode. Looks pretty nice, definitely got the kind of like Halo vibes. Also Titanfall with the big mechs, hence the name. Sweet finisher. This part, I don't know if this was just like the last guy to survive this game mode, flies off, and then fights this huge dragon. That might just be part of like what the battle royale. Like whoever last man standing has to fight the big dragon or something. But yeah, let's head over to the wiki here again, and we can talk a little bit about what the game actually is. It's a free-to-play, which, according to the website, it's not free-to-play. Online competitive first-person shooter that takes place on a planet called EXOMECHA. The game provides players with an immersive experience with high-quality visuals, flexible gameplay, giant mechs, unique gadgets, and abilities, and bosses. Who wrote this? The unique gameplay allows limitless possibilities on how players engage in the combat. Press X to doubt. Limitless possibilities? That's big words. Let's see. So the story is about a new habitable planet named EXOMECHA. And to take control of the planet's resources, those species must fight against each other. The EXOMECHA journey starts with all natural environments. As more civilizations come to the planet, the maps evolve. Each civilization will add to its theme to the maps. That sounds pretty interesting. Mechs and dragons. EXOMECHA is the land of giant bosses and mechs. In the game, players can control their personalized mechs. They'll be equipped with both long-range firearms, giant melee weapons, providing a unique flavor to the battle. Weapons are shields and swords, the highest damage compared to any other weapon in the game. Primarily designed to be used against enemy mechs, however, because of their short range, they are difficult to use against other types of vehicles. Because, yeah, as you will see, there are like tanks in the game. Another prominent element in EXOMECHA is an independent AI-controlled dragon that is hostile to everyone. In the middle of every match, the dragon appears in a random area and starts throwing its flames. Its presence will represent a danger zone, but there's a high reward if you decide to go near it and engage. Alright, so maybe that's what we saw in the video there where the guy kind of jetpacked over to the dragon. Although that seemed to be a separate part of the map. But there are different game modes. We have the large-scale team-based battles, battle royale mode, and a small-scale objective-based mode. So 3 modes as for now. Survival on EXOMECHA requires customizing a character with gadgets and abilities like the grappling hook and dash. Abilities are for movement and defense to give players strategic advantage in combat rather than directly damaging opponents. All abilities have different cooldowns, never run out, so that's nice. Besides mech, there are several other vehicles. For example, a spider tank that moves easier on rough surfaces, has faster fire rate, whereas the main tank has a higher max speed, and its cannon is slow but devastating. That's really all the information we have on this wiki here. I guess we can kind of just look at a little bit of this 10-minute gameplay that they posted.
Hello everyone, my name is Fletcher and welcome back to
Thank you,
Xbox Nation.
Fletcher. We're going to mute that because I don't really want to. I'm not going to review his whole video or anything, but shout out to him for making it. There you go, gamertag Fletcher. So yeah, you got the standard first-person shooter. This is probably the battle royale. Oh, actually, there's a flag over there. Maybe there's a capture the flag mode. Yeah, 5 years ago was when this introduced, which is crazy. See a little bit of the mech gameplay here in a second. Where'd it go? Oh, right there. I want to see if I haven't really watched through this. I don't know if they show the dragon.
Quest maps, with more being added on a seasonal basis moving forward. Next up is what the dev team are calling Mecha Royale. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like, a battle royale but set in the EXOMECHA universe. This mode throws you into intense 1 versus 100 matches on a sprawling map where your goal is very simple: outlast everyone
So no
and claim that
teams?
glorious victory royale. The map here is huge, but surprisingly,
The map actually
vehicles
looks pretty
aren't
nice.
essential here. From my time with it, the combat does feel constant and chaotic, with fights breaking out all around you at every single moment.
Loot boxes. Oh, there's some more mech fighting here. Because he had a big ol' axe. Seems pretty generic. They're just swinging axes and swords at each other. This is what I'm kind of
have to say as
interested in.
well, that ending screen, it's pure adrenaline, and I bloody love it.
I guess it kind of puts you in a cutscene where you fly over the dragon. You get to see, no, we don't get to see him fight it. Get any gameplay of the dragon. Here's one of the tanks. Alright. Some heavy damage with the tank, and I think someone else can jump on the gun, or you can switch to the gun on top. This appears to be an aircraft. I'd love to see some of the fighting against the dragon, but it seems as if they haven't released any of it yet. Alright, this is interesting. Why Kickstarter? Online games are very expensive to launch. That's why you don't have a publisher. That's basically what we read already. Sort of solo development. We want to build this game with you, not for someone else. We want our game to be the way our players want, not publishers. We need one final boost to cross the finish line. Alright, so they want you to kickstart the game and then give them more money at launch. Which, hey, if you think the game looks interesting, if you think you're going to have a lot of fun with it, then go ahead, do that. I don't think I will be doing that, just because I don't have an Xbox. I don't play many Steam games. It's not going to be on PlayStation. Even if it was on PlayStation, I don't know. This game looks alright, but it doesn't look like, even at that low price of $20, this is a game that I would try for free. Looks like it should be a free-to-play game. I don't understand why Xbox Game Studio can't afford to make it free-to-play. But maybe it's just because the Game Studio Twisted Red here's maybe not under their wing. Plus, we know that Xbox has been laying off a lot of people. They don't seem to be able to afford much at the moment. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Does this game look interesting to you? Do you think you'll be playing it? I guess that's really it for this one. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day. Peace.